Hello, my name's Floyd. This video is on my experience with Kratom. I am not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell anybody to go take Kratom. I'm going to just say I'm just going to tell you how Kratom worked for me and what it's done for my life. And if you think it can help yours, then please try it. I've been on Kratom for 5 months. I'm 35 years old. I live in Florida. I've been on drugs my entire life, unfortunately. I started doing drugs when I was 13. By 15, I was doing Percocets, Xanax, cocaine. Did drugs all through high school, LSD, ecstasy. If you name it, I've done it. Methamphetamine, I've done it all. By 18, I'd done it all. 2006, I get injured at work and get a back injury. Start going to pain management. Get put on perks. Eventually, I'm on 30 milligram oxycodone, methadone, and Xanax. I think at my peak, I was getting 220, 30 milligram oxycodone. And the worst possible thing that could happen for a drug addict is to get those kind of pills. Like, I was blowing through my script in 7 days. It got pretty bad real fast. But that's kind of been how my life's been. I'll pull it together for a short amount of time, and it all just falls apart because of drugs and alcohol. My father died from a drug overdose. My grandfather died from cirrhosis of the liver due to his alcoholism. So I grew up around drugs like as a kid. So it kind of was my life. I think I was born with the disposition to be a drug addict, and I was born in an environment to where it just breeded a drug addict. About a year ago, same thing, just was homeless, got everything back together again, had a roof over my head, and then went right back to doing the same dumb shit. Last time out, I was doing some hardcore drugs. I was doing shooting heroin because opiates, just straight pain pills, didn't work anymore. It cost too much, and my addiction had grown way beyond that at this point. I'm an IV drug user. So at this point, on my daily routine, I'm doing heroin, I'm doing flocka, which is like bath salts, cocaine, crack. I'm shooting crack, I'm shooting cocaine. And my life was out of control. I was robbing from everybody. Like, anybody that slipped for a second, I was stealing from everybody, lying to everybody, cheating everybody. Nobody wanted anything to do with me. My girl had to leave the state because I was about to get her and me killed. It got bad. It got really bad. The neighborhood I was in was horrible. And there's no way I could get clean there. I tried. Once my girl left, she was sending me Kratom because it worked for her. Like, she got clean out of state and was taking Kratom, and she was doing good. And I was taking Kratom and doing everything else because I couldn't stay clean in that environment. I couldn't go back to detox because 2 different detox facilities wouldn't take me anymore. I got in trouble at one and been at trouble and been there too many times at the other one. They didn't want to touch me. So I had to take another route. Went on a 72-hour lockdown in a facility, no medication, just straight cold turkey detox. Hurt bad, tough, really bad, really bad. The first couple of days weren't bad because I hadn't slept in probably a week at least a week. So I was knocked out. I slept, but then once that wore off, the detox set in and it was bad. My detox. My heavy detox that usually used to be 3 to 7 days probably lasted me almost 14 to 18 days. I was a week and a half in and then went on a spree where I didn't sleep for 5 or 6 days. And I was insane. It was bad. So my girl started sending me Kratom again. And my mom took me in out of the facility I was in. I begged her. She gave me another shot. If my mom wouldn't help me out, I would have relapsed again. There's no way I could have stayed anywhere near I was. I couldn't stay in 2 cities near me or I would have relapsed, especially with the 5 days of no sleep. I was cracking up bad. I wanted to get high because I just wanted the pain to stop. It wasn't about wanting to get high. I knew what was going to make the pain stop, and that's what I wanted. Kratom did that. Kratom stopped the pain. Kratom stopped the urges. Kratom cleared my head out. I don't get high off of it. There's a slight euphoria, I guess you could say. But if I have to take Kratom for the rest of my life and that keeps me from doing heroin and methamphetamine and cocaine, then so be it. It is what it is. I'll gladly take Now when I first started taking kratom, when I was detoxing about it, I was taking a heavy tablespoon 5, 6 times a day. Now I'm down to a teaspoon 3 times a day usually. If I have to take more, I take more. I take red at night and green during the day, and that's how I do it. When I first went into the lockdown facility, I was 130 pounds. I'm 186 today. I was gaining like a pound a day for a minute. And I was packing on weight because I was sick. I was mentally sick. Kratom's a beautiful thing, man. I'm scared that if they're going to outlaw this thing, that our overdose toll is going to go through the roof. You know what I mean? I'm confident that I'm going to stockpile some if they outlaw it. I don't want to talk about political stuff. I want to stay away from the logistics of legal crap with Kratom. It just works. I'm scared of how many deaths there are going to be if it becomes illegal. That's all. You know what I mean? That's a terrifying thing. This is a beautiful thing that just grows from the earth, and it takes away people's pain. And how can you take that away from somebody? You know, you wouldn't want to know me as a drug addict. People don't have to be scared of me today. I don't have to be scared of myself. It's a beautiful thing. That's it for my video. Hopefully it helps somebody. Hopefully somebody stops taking opiates. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody doesn't have to go to detox and they can kick with it. I couldn't, but doesn't mean somebody else couldn't. I just know it keeps me clean today. And I'll keep doing the same thing tomorrow that I did today to stay clean tomorrow. That's it. Peace out, y'all.